I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know. I admire revolutionaries. I respect evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking.
I'm the chief now!
Now we all know what happened when the OG Bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new Rogue Bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the WarGames. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if WarGames was limited to only OG Bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's Rogue Bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
The following contest is the men's WarGames match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, WarGames officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the WarGames begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jay Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline WarGames. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline.
Up on the top rope.
After this part of town for these two competitors.
This could go south in a hurry. Here we go. Superplex! That move on its own will knock the wind out of you, but from that height, it'll knock the earth and fire out of you too.
Countdown's on and get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants.
Kick right to the gut.
Kick and an uppercut. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for WarGames as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside WarGames. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Crashing down.
Samoan drop.
Perched up top.
Tanga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline WarGames. Going down low, nasty uppercut.
He begins to climb the wall of the WarGames cage. Look at this. Snap suplex. Devastating elbow. How much longer can this really go on?
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now. Launching.
Sent flying over to the other ring. Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest. He quickly gets out of dodge. There's no way to exaggerate what a brainbuster like that can do to you.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they meet.
And looking at Jey Uso.
Is that all she wrote for Tanga Loa?
Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match.
Entering the ring and assessing the situation. Oh, with a velocity into the table.
Eight men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to work. Over kick in the corner.
Is Zayn closing this out? From the top.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next...
Jacob's planning something here. Tonga looking to get wild inside WarGames alongside his Bloodline.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Roman's, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Oh! Back elbow blows that one out.
Slice bread. He catches Jimmy with a counter. Oh, and it's reversed. Up on the shoulders. Down in a hurry. And Sami's focus looked like it was shaken after that.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from Tonga on that attack.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tanga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference. Here comes another one.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Oh, what a DDT. Does Jimmy have any fight left?
Ooh, the crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor. Oh, my God, what a kick.
Uh-oh, look out.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline WarGames.
Oh, what a suplex.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
These attacks are starting to impact him.
Yeah, as Roman came ready to assert his dominance and is doing just that. Oh,
Goodness. Jamming right in a bad way.
This is amazing.
He's headed to the top now.
From the top.
The timer is running out, and this next competitor will equalize things inside the cage. Climbing up the WarGames steel structure. Better be careful.
Top rope. Uso splash. Will Jay take advantage? I'm surprised it took that long.
And he's looking out of sorts now.
No more messing around, no more reinforcements. The real battle begins right here. WarGames. Uso.
Now looking at Jay.
Zayn has this wrapped up.
And into the turnbuckle.
No doubt, Sammy just ended this.
Uso. Uso with the Uso splash. Uso. Uso splash. That could
He breaks the ref's count after one.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Super kick. Ouch. Oh, what a rear super kick.
From behind, nasty. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
And Sammy taking it back after that offense.
Look up by Tama. And look out. Here it comes. The target twist. Victory nearly in hand for Tama. The superstar using the rope as a weapon. This is uncalled for. Come on!
Man, does Jimmy have enough time to recover?
Oh, breaking up the pin.
And it's Jay. Strong kick out late into the match.
The fact that these superstars can still be moving at this point is beyond the realm of reality. Following it up with the cover.
Two. And Team Roman wins WarGames.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this